Hi Pisces, this is Jill and this is Tarot by the Sea. How are you? I hope you're really well. Pisces, you are my sun sign. I can't read for myself, so we'll see what happens when we do this. It'll be really interesting. I've done my moon sign, which is Libra. Pisces is my sun sign. So we're going to do you. The buzz that I'm getting, and it feels like a buzz, is that you guys are going, we are going full throttle a little bit at the moment. I'm trying to pull my personal stuff out of it because I know where my life is going and I know what's happening in it. So once we get into the reading, it will take on a mind of its own. But while I'm doing some shuffling, so this is a reading from the 16th to the 31st of October 2017, and it is a general reading, so goodness knows what will come out, and it won't resonate with everyone. It won't resonate with everyone. Pisces feel a bit divided at the moment. Personally, I'm not getting my Pisces readings. Apparently a lot of you are madly in love and or have been quite recently. And things are looking great in your love life, looking at other readers. So it's not appealing to me. But there we go. So I think there is an element. So I'm working in my Libra sign, my moon sign, and I wonder whether a few of us are, because there have been all these eclipses and everything going on. And I think we're being quite heavily affected by the moon, because Pisces are. So I think we're being quite heavily affected by the moon. And the moon has just gone into Scorpio, or it's about to go into Scorpio. I don't do astrology. You have got so many cards just flying out here, Pisces. So yeah, it's just shifting. It shifts all the time. But that's us Pisces, isn't it? We shift all the time. We do shift all the time. We tend to go with the flow and go with the energies that are around us. And I wonder whether sometimes there's a big effect of the people around you affecting your mood and affecting what you decide to do and who you decide to be. There's an element of the chameleon, I think, with Pisces. So that's your second card. Exchanging gifts and blessed. This is looking very lovely and fluffy, Pisces. It's Pisces from the 16th to the 31st of October 2017. I think I might be being a little bit unfair on someone, Pisces. I think we might be being a little bit unfair on someone by the end of the first week. Or maybe just during the first week. The regeneration card, it came out and I put it back, but it's come out again. So it's obviously important for the end of the second week. Another family shuffle. Not sure about those two. They feel like something else. So let's see what we have. Right, so we are using the Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reid. I'm an intuitive reader. I don't read by the book. And I'm surprised that card didn't come out. I don't read by the book. I get what I get. And as I say, it's not going to apply to everyone. But I've been doing readings for quite a long time and it does apply to some people. So, but I'm not used to doing the collective readings by the astrology signs. I'm used to doing private readings. So sometimes it gets a little bit. So here we go. So the first card that we have is exchanging gifts. So it's 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. End of the cycle. This is a funny card for me. This is a funny card for me because sometimes I get it and it's beautiful. Sometimes I get it and I really don't like it at all. This is blessed, which is 22. Then we have 51, milk and honey. And to be fair, now The to be fair card is 38, I believe. Yeah, 38. Okay, but it's come out in reversed for us. So let's see what that's about. I am doing reversals. I've had so many reversals in the last 2 days, and what it seems to be indicating is that things can go either way. Okay, I don't tend to do them, but things could go either way. Then you have regeneration, which is 46. Add that together, you get 10. So we're starting the beginning of the first week with a 9, and then the beginning of the second week with a 10. So we're moving through something. Excuse me. Then we have all that glitters, which is a 16. Clean it up. Again, this has come out in reverse. Then we had 2 other cards, which I'm not sure how they fit into the spread. Normally I do 3 and 3, 3 for the first part of the period of time, and then 3 for the second part. You've got 4, including this one, which came out reversed for the first half, and then you've got 3 for the second one. Again, something's coming out in reverse at the end. Then we have building blocks, which is 28. So again, we have another 10. And we have another 9. And that's interesting with the numbers, because we're starting the first week, we're starting the first half with a 9, and we're starting the second half with a 10. But these 2 have come out, and the first one that came out was a 10, and the second one that's come out is a 9. Plus we have this reversed card, and when I pulled this, I said that we were going to say that it could go either way. This is a sense that I am getting, okay? It could go either way. So I'm going to move these cards out of the way, and I'm going to look at what we've got. So the first card that we have is exchanging gifts. As I say, this is a bit of a funny card. Again, it's this sense of it could go either way. And we have a 2 and a 2. So there's an equal chance that it could go either way. So this is going to play out very differently for each of us. Could be 50-50 split. For 50% of Pisces it goes one way, for 50% of Pisces it goes the other way. Could be. Could be. But what is it? What is it, this thing? And again, that will depend on your individual circumstances. But either way, we are exchanging gifts with someone. And we have our beautiful ballerina here, who is beautiful and elegant and wonderful and wearing a false mask. She's wearing a mask. I'm saying a false mask. It may not be a false mask. It may just be that they're wearing a mask. And then we have this cat. And it's not a kitten, it's a grown-up cat. Could be a Leo. May not be a Leo. Could be a Leo. And she's in the box. And she's trapped. She's not trapped. She can step out of this box if she wants to. She can step out if she wants to. It's the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is the thing that I'm getting in the normal tarot, where she is blindfolded and she's surrounded by swords, and her hands may be tied, but she can walk away. She could reach up and she can take the blindfold off and she can walk away. Okay. And this is what I'm seeing. And she has this mask on, and this is the blindfold. So she is this beautiful, wonderful creature. And she is in this box, and she is feeling trapped. And it may be by circumstances, it may be by a relationship, it may be by a person. There is a person's face here. It may be by a person. But she is feeling trapped by something. And they have this wallpaper here, and it's very sugar sweet. But there are 2 colours to it. So she may be trapped between black and white. Okay. Pisces are very good at doing shades of grey. And I don't mean that in a strange way. I don't mean that in the book way, okay? Though, whatever suits you, suits you. And again, we have our mask, okay? And our blindfold. So what can I say? I'm not going to go down this route with you, Pisces. You are little devilfish sometimes. So, yeah, but there's this real thing of sweetness and your 50 Shades of Grey going on. Oh my goodness, you little kittens. Yeah, so there may be some of that going on for you. And if you are madly in love, then quite possibly there is. So, oh my goodness, seriously. But then you have this cat, okay? Not even going to go there. Then you have this cat, and you're almost touching, okay? You're almost touching, but not quite. Okay, you're both reaching out to each other, but there's no touch there. There's no touch there yet. A ballerina is giving one person a star, which is an opportunity. The other person is giving love. Okay, they've got a little love heart. So one is giving an opportunity, one is giving love. So it could be a love opportunity. It's such a naughty reading. So anyway, yes. So there we go. And don't look at me. Just because I said I was a Pisces, don't look at me. This isn't applying to me. Okay, I did say I'm doing Libra, and Libra are being very sensible. So yeah. So this is all going on, and it's great. And you're feeling very blessed by this. Okay, you are feeling very, very blessed by this, and you are, and you're not, because these people aren't touching, okay? These people aren't touching. There is a slight distance between them. And in this picture, what did I just pick out? She's looking distant, okay? She's looking distant. So maybe you're some distance from this partner. Maybe there was all this passion and excitement going on for you, but you are at a distance from this partner and it's not making you very happy. And it could be because you have 22. 2 and 2 sometimes for me means balance. Sometimes for me, it can mean 2 people and 2 people. Okay. So perhaps we have absolutely no 3s anywhere in your reading apart from in this clean it up, okay, which is in reverse. That is the only 3 that we have. So I'm thinking a 3-way situation because you have the 2 and the 2. But if that's the case, then you're both in different relationships, and maybe that's the reason for your separation. Maybe that's the reason for no touching. Okay. One is offering opportunity, one is offering love. You have this love opportunity between you, but you are not doing it. And maybe that's why she's trapped in the box. And maybe this is why you have the 2 colours. Possibly. Anyway, and this is a 9. This is a 9 card, so maybe it's the end of that. And maybe you have moved to a distance from this person. Or maybe it's the end of no touching. Because they're very close. So it could go either way. Perhaps it's a bisexual relationship, possibly. Perhaps you have your Leo male cat and you have your glamorous female in a box and you have this other female and another male. So maybe, but the two main characters are female. That one. And they're two beautiful female people. This could be a friendship as well. It doesn't have to be three-way relationships, or in this case, four-way relationships. Don't have to be romantic relationships. Could be, given the first card and the way that came across. Could be, might not be. Okay. I have these two S's in the middle. This is not going to appeal to. This is not going to apply to everyone, obviously. But we have the two S's in the middle, which could be single-sex relationship, and we have the two twos in the corner. Okay. Interesting read. It's not going to apply to everyone. Of course, it's not going to apply to everyone. Not everyone is going to be in that situation. It's quite an unusual situation. But for some people, it may resonate. So if it doesn't resonate for you, you can go and have a look at your moon sign or your rising sign, or carry on watching, because the way the readings are going today, we are ending up on all sorts of tangents. Okay, but it could go either way. Could be two men who are having this relationship. And maybe the women don't know about it. She's kind of looking off into the distance. She's not looking off into the distance. She's got her mask on. And she is looking off into the distance, so maybe she can't see it. So maybe that's what's going on. Very interesting reading, this one, Pisces. Okay, and then we have milk and honey. And this elephant is having a bath. And maybe this is unusual. Well, it is unusual for an elephant to have a bath in milk and honey. And there is this symbolism between this elephant is in the bath and this woman is in her box. So maybe this is you. Maybe you are the elephant having a bath, okay? And you're having a great time doing it. You're feeling very nurtured by this. And you are feeling that it's very sweet. And you have this rainbow there too. I'm saying nurtured because milk, mother's milk, you know, babies, that kind of stuff. So maybe you're feeling very nurtured. This could, it sounds a little bit strange given the rest of the reading, this could be a relationship with your mother. Not in that sense. It could be the relationship with your mother in that you are distant from your mother. It could be that do you know, with this card, it just occurred to me, with this card, there's something about the mask and demons. And I'm sorry, I really don't know where that's come from. But the vision that I'm getting in my head is that there is this beautiful ballerina and she has this mask on, and if she takes this mask off, there is this demon underneath. Okay, so maybe you are facing your inner demons, and that has got the face in the box. And maybe that's what you're trapped by. Maybe you're trapped by your inner demons. And maybe this is something to do with the relationship with your mother. There are so many storylines going on here. There is so much going on. There is so much going on in this reading. So you have the nurturing, you have the sweetness, you have the rainbows. And you have this great big elephant in the middle of it. And again, maybe that is dealing with your inner demons. Not that I'm saying elephants are demons, but maybe you're dealing with some heavy stuff inside yourself. So you have this sweetness, but you have this heavy stuff inside. You have this darkness. You have, so you're all flowers and rainbows and everything. And Pisces can be a little bit like that, I think. I think because we're quite emotional, we have a lot of emotional turmoil sometimes, but there's all that happy side of it. And this again comes back to wearing the mask. So maybe this is how you're feeling at the moment. Now, the next card that is there, and this is the first part of the first week. And there's a balance. I'm just looking at the numbers, okay? And this is quite random. So I'm going to give you this in the way that I'm seeing it, okay? I'm going to put the camera down here and I'm going to turn the cards around and I hope that you can see them. I've got this on my computer, so it might be a little bit of a challenge. So I'm going to put the cards, no, where can I put them so that you can see them? Let's see if I can move them down here. Let's see if I can move this camera down here. Excuse me. So we have, I'm trying to do it so that you can see the numbers. We have 27, okay, and then we have 22. So we have a 2, we have a 7 and a 2, which is a 9. Then we have another 2 in the middle. And then we have a 5. So if we look, we have a 2, we have a 7, we have a 2, and then we add, oh, sorry, this is really difficult to do. Then we add the 2 and the 5 together again, and then we get another 7. So what we end up with, sorry, I'm going to have to put my camera back now, it's a little bit tricky. What we end up with is 2, then the 7, and then the 2 and the 5 together is another 7. So we have this 2, 7, 2, 7, 2, 7, 2, 7. Okay. This could be something to do with the 27th of the month, or it could be a sense of balance. I'm not sure what. And it's complicated, okay? It's complicated. I'm seeing that, but goodness knows how I'm seeing it. And then we go to a 3, 8. So we have 2, 7, 2, 7, 3, 8. Yeah, we have 2, 7, 2, 7, 3, 8 in reverse. So it could be something to do with the second week, and it could be something to do with the 27th. And it could be something to do with a sense of balance. I'm sorry, I know this is really random. Hopefully something will come out because this is the first week. And then when we go to the reading for the second week, hopefully it will make more sense. But we have 2, 7, 2, 7. Balance. And all these twos, the second week. 2, 7 days in a week. Okay? And then we go on to 38. So actually, maybe that was just telling me that I just need to move down to the next week. Then we have 38, let's come out in reverse. And this is a lack of that. It could go either way, okay? There is balance in that card. I don't tend to do reversals. And it's saying to be fair, and we have the scales, we have the balance scales, but it's top heavy, it's bottom heavy. So there's no balance this way, but there is balance this way. And the card's in reverse, in which case the scales are still balanced, but it's bottom heavy, it's top heavy. And I got those the wrong way around both times, okay? I'm hoping to God that as we go on, this is going to make more sense because I know what I'm getting, I just don't know how it's relevant to us right now. I think there's confusion. I think what it's trying to say is that we have this situation. We have this perhaps very passionate relationship. We're at distance from each other. It may be a single-sex relationship. It may be two people who are already in relationships, and it is a single-sex relationship, which is an affair or an affair of the heart. Not always going to judge affairs. Don't like them particularly. I think it's very, very difficult, but I am very, very aware that people can get into them for lots of different reasons. And it looks like there is a separation. Again, it could be the relationship with the mother, and there is a separation, and it could be duality within yourself. It could be that you have this darkness inside and everything on the outside is lovely and flowy and beautiful. Okay, and you're putting on your happy face, but actually you're feeling quite conflicted. There is this feeling of feeling conflicted. There is this feeling of being trapped. She is, excuse me, I have to get this right. She is in her little fishbowl. She is in her box. She is in that bowl. And this person is wearing the dress from hell, which I can't imagine that she can possibly walk in. And in all of these cards, not all cards have got faces in. All of these cards have got faces in. That's got a face in the box. That's got a face in the bottom. That's got a face in the sky. That's got a face in her dress. So whatever she is trapped in, apart from the milk and honey card, whatever she is trapped in is the thing where the face is, okay? So maybe you feel like you're being observed and you are being judged, or you are judging yourself. I feel you may be judging yourself. If you are the characters in these cards, then you are judging yourself rather than other people judging you. This came out for somebody else as well. Maybe Libra. Could possibly be Libra. Could possibly be Libra. Or maybe you are being judged by other people. Maybe other people are watching you in whatever situation you feel trapped in, and there are other people watching you, and you are being judged. Or there are other people involved in the situation that you're trapped in, and you are trying to strike a balance. Okay, I'm really sorry. This is very, very scattered, and I don't want it to be. And maybe that is the energy. It's very confusing, and I don't want it to be. I want clarity on what the answer is. And perhaps that is true for you. You want clarity on what the answer is. You're feeling judged. The good news is, and it is good news, at the end of the second week, or the beginning of the second week, you have regeneration, which is a 10 card. Okay, there is passion, there is growth, there is light coming in from above. Okay, the sun is shining on you, and it is a 10 card. And this is where it could go either way. Again, you have the 10 card, you have the light coming in from above. It could be that this is blessings coming in. It could be that I was just reading articles on these forest fires in California, which look absolutely horrendous. And if you are affected by those, I am so sorry. It's horrific. It really is horrific. And I feel so sorry for the people who are involved in this. And I hope, if you know people who are there, I hope they're all safe. And it looks like kind of a meteor storm. It looks like it could be that. And it's acid rain, it's something.